Thomas, you can listen radio?
Yes, I dey listen radio. And all wetin I dey listen, no get aid, no get till. Government just dey do all wetin e fit for do na the country. Corruption dey all side. For layman get irrational self. Na work and the brother no wan give account of wetin they dey do.
Not so it dey be again. Not so like the way the government dey hide for do anything. Now the people want for know wetin dey happen like the government and they eager for take part for national activity. The government of Salon forbid the people government and they not for afraid for opening gates to the people. Thomas, you don't hear about OGP, Open Government Partnership?
No, na OGI I don hear about. Open Government Initiative.
Well, now OGI gets for implement OGP na Salon, but now the Salon government they bring OGP come na the country for can help them for govern better one and make sure say transparency, accountability, integrity, they all side for governance.
Who side the cow na they eat grass?
Left that talk there. It don't tell let the people they know how much the government they give for run the ministry, department and agency. People therefore know how the contractor then they manage the budget money where the government they give for benefits the people for maintain and report any kishi to police and anti-corruption.
So you want let me go ask me brigadier how much government they give for run 34 hospital?
We realize say open government partnership OGP the benefit to country must tell me.
Whose benefits?
One, unity na.
Well, family, good morning. Welcome to our usual program. This is Fedration Link, where they come away from the Salon Broadcasting Corporation. And if you dey NSI, you dey listen to this program, more especially if you dey Tonkolili, you can listen to Radio Baft. If you dey Bo, Kiss FM, if you dey Bonth, Radio Bontico, if you dey Pujam, tune to Radio 1J. If you dey Makeni, tune to Radio Mankane, Moyamba Radio Morka, Cambia Radio Colenten. If you dey Kenema, Eastern Radio, Kailaun Radio Moa. If you dey Kwanadugu, you go tune to Radio Bintumani. If you dey Freetong, tune to Universal Radio. And we get other radio station in Freetong like Lion Mountain, then radio station, and you can tune there, you can able forget this program. Bankasoka, you go tune the radio Bankasoka na put local, even SLBC Makeni and SLBC Kono, you go tune SLBC Kailao, Magburuka as well. Then you go able forget this program. Well, for latest program we shoot this morning, I get with me, of course, with my team at the studio. I get, of course, Mr. Jallo.
Good morning.
Well, Theophilus, good
Yes, so from William, well, good morning.
All right. Well, we want for start with the news brief first. We'll go to you, Mr. Jallo.
Yeah, thank you very much. Most recently, the OGI being get for sit down and plan again all the things they wouldn't supposed to do within this 3 months or so. And we come with a conclusion that now we get for do like a focus group discussions in the various towns and cities, and also again in addition to the perceptions and views the would they get from the general public through WhatsApp lines and the 644 toll-free line. This time round, would they go again, go meet the people and solicit information from them, and for make we able assess on waiting then see and waiting then think of President Kuroma in your own time, and waiting really then feel see how Sierra Leone forget another which type of agenda again where Sierra Leone go through the next before the coming elections. So all these geared towards promoting, democracy, and also for bridge the gap between the people and the citizens, between the government and your own citizens, because that's not the primary aim for setting up the Open Government Initiative. You see, and this we feel strongly say it will yield dividend, because when you get a focus group discussion with the people them, then go able to air out their own views and their perceptions on some certain institutions and waiting them feel say yes, indeed whoever get for come into governance, what he get for promote, because we strongly believe say when you get the perception of the people that go able it will give an informed decision for take. So far we don't get that meeting, and with a plan by the grace of God for go now then various towns and cities and they for get the views of the people that we do this week here. So
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jallo. Well, over to you, Theophilus Bender.
Thank you very much indeed, Dan Moss. The presidential and parliamentary nomination exercise they go on right now, and NEC don't set out a deadline of the 26th of this month. For say by the 26th of this month, all the political parties they will don't register and want for take part in the election for don't go with the parliamentary candidate and presidential candidate for nomination. So the process don't start already. The Alliance Democratic Party of Mohamed Kamari Mamasari don't go through the process, and in fact in the first one for do so. Then the National Grand Coalition of Dr. Kande Kole Yumkela don't go through the process yesterday. And before that, Dr. Kande Yumkela be called a press conference where he go show journalists them documents for say in not no longer a citizen of America. He say he don't renounce American citizenship since November 2017, and he produced documents to the effect. And he also call on other people for let them come out clean on this, because there's rumor that so many others are carrying dual citizenship. And of course, Dr. Kande Yumkela not only go for nomination as flag bearer for the NGC, he also stand as parliamentary candidate in constituency 062 inside Cambia district and Samu chiefdom. Well, the APC candidates where get the symbol for vie for the MP seats in that particular place, they already filed in a petition against Dr. Kande Yumkela on the grounds that a dual citizen of America. So we wait for see how the matter, because obviously the matter now go to our courts, and the court will go prove whether indeed Dr. Kande Yumkela and a dual citizen still, or whether indeed it don't go through the process of renouncing in citizenship. Then of course the APC self then gets for go do their own nomination, but already we don't begin to say and the APC flag bearer candidate Dr. Samuel Kamara himself will likely be petitioned on the grounds that be still they receive salary from the consolidated revenue fund, where according to the people where they plan for going to court, they say if they don't resign 1 year ahead of the election. So the real legal battle they can start, especially for the two big guys them where they in the race. Of course, not only then two other big guys than the Mother Biosef did, but of course, I'm not to see there's any issue relating to him on that. Then a long list they come out of people where done previously and currently they serve in government, where people then suspect or feel say then they carry dual citizenship. And not to secret anymore for say the major issue on floor right now get to do with the issue of dual citizenship. The matter become up during the deliberations, during the consultations, where the Constitutional Review Committee be get across the country. And one issue will come up now that dual citizens for be duly recognized and given the opportunity for run for any position except for the presidency. That recommendation was captured by the CRC and they put up on the report, but it was rejected by the government because the government will issue a white paper in effect of the CRC recommendations, but this one was left out completely. And now it don't become a major issue where I think to say even very embarrassing because many people then they say even though the APC, for example, no give symbol for the dual citizens them run for parliamentary seats in this coming elections, but then there are people who are currently serving in the government. That is what they suspect. Who are currently serving in government where ministers and deputy ministers, but they are dual citizens. I don't know how true is this claim, but then the government they under pressure for take immediate action for clarify whether in fact they get any people them inside the government where currently they serve as minister or deputy minister, but then they carry dual citizenship. Okay, and so people that they wait for say that is cleared. Then Madam Aisha Johansson and Chris Kamara say they are still running football, even though recently the sports committee or the sports stakeholders them take a decision for set them aside because the anti-corruption commission they currently investigate them or they pursue a matter against them in court. And according to what in the Slafa people they say, once the ACC investigates any public official, such a person for stay outside or for stay aside until the matter is resolved. So, but then the FIFA then they don't say they don't recognize Bremer Manzola Kamara when in the football stakeholders they don't put as the acting president of Slafa. FIFA said they will only work with the Aisha Johansson led executive and they don't recognize any new structure. And so currently, as I talk to you, Madam Aisha Johansson and Chris Kamara, they did in Jamaica, what side they represent Slafa per a 2 days symposium on football and how football executives them for work with the general football membership in terms of the various clubs there where they will constitute the membership of the football stakeholders. And the ACC case don't seem for the lost momentum because we know they much again. We wait for see the end of that matter. But currently, Madam Aisha Johansson, like I say, now in the still serve as the president of Slafa, even though a term don't long expire and they before don't get Congress by now. This now one of the disadvantage of infighting. I mean, because if not to this infighting, Slafa for don't go into Congress, therefore don't get a new president. And of course, we know for say Madam Aisha Johansson says we want for come back and vie for be president for the second term. So we don't know who is in charge of football because Aisha Johansson and Chris Cameron and then they don't even get access to the offices right now, but they are still representing Slafa. A very senior police officer, they don't discover dead now mile 6 area. Superintendent E.J. Tucker. Until in death, na be the crime officer na the Waterloo Police Division, and according to information, he was kidnapped, and then go to wherever they go to then torture him to death. We see in dead body, then took him all over him body, took in eye, took in all over him body, they took him, and then they go display in body na the highway. So now the mile 6 area this whole thing happened. He was really roughed up according to the pictures where we see, and you know this now a very serious matter because people that is suspecting now overland deal, and the facts are all not out yet. But the police that they investigate the matter currently, we know for say according to reliable information they don't arrest 3 suspects them already, and according to waiting with the Yari, they say some police officers themselves likely hand go there inside this particular thing. So it's a very serious thing. We don't make plenty of people afraid right now because if a senior police officer can be killed in such a manner, the kidnapper and then they go kill him in such a brutal manner, then who else is safe? Another killing don't take place na corner of an 11-year-old Pekin where a parent that be sent for go sell pap na the neighborhood. go sell this pap. Now see what you can do normally for at least go get a small thing for let the go for put pot na fire. So if you can go sell pap the other day, it not come to the time where they be expect say for come. So a parent then become worried, they begin to go around for look for them, only for let them go discover in dead body na KMA area. And you know, last week we talk about we come back memories of one picky where they be killed na kono in a brutal manner, where end up for be something we go say na be a ritual murder, where up to now nothing not come out of that matter. When you condone one crime, it will lead to another crime. Two more issues. The 52 houses where three communists, the local communists, they be promised, say they go build for the mudslide victims. Them they don't deliver. Then 52 houses then there to the government. So it's up to the government now for decide who gets access to the facilities, and with the hope say the government go treat this matter very well, because we know for say and the mudslide victims were not treated fairly because they grumble even now say what thing they be done promise them nothing they receive, and we know for say the government be done disclose say them be collect over $6 million United States dollars. They just don't use about 20% of that. So I think say if three companies that can come together and deliver 52 houses, which means the government can do even more if they want to do such. And we get serious issue of housing facility for retirees them, with people where they serve, the police, the military, other civil servants them, where they retire. The major problem where they face the housing, and so that should be taken into consideration. Low-cost housing not be a problem, because look at it, private companies have delivered 52 houses on their own without any inputs. A school building and a church building na the Mechkem compound na Godrich, they don't go demolish them. School where they get over 400 school picking them, and the church where they take over 500 worshippers, they go broke them. And the post where they bind the demolition na Sanusi Bruski Kagbo, where they claim say it get 42-acre land na that particular area there, and the school and the church they be only situated now 1 acre out of the 42 acres them. So I think Sanusi don't get access to all the land. The only thing left now the 1 acre outside the church and the school there. So they go with policemen them, they go bulldozers, they go block the church and the school in daylight, and that began for spark demonstration among the school picking them, the parents them, and the neighborhood. They say, hey, how can this happen? And then the owners of the school and the church then say they lease the land from the government, and they get documents to the effect, and that they not be aware of any court proceeding for say somebody they challenge the ownership of that particular piece of land. They just see on Saturday morning where bulldozers they go begin broke the mosque, they go begin broke the church and broke the school. So they were very surprised. And according to Sanusi Bruski, it be called a press conference. It say in company by that particular piece of land, the billions of loans from the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. But what's not surprised many people and now the fact that Mechkem now be a foreign company, right? So how comes they get such a huge land where they even put as collateral for take loan now the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank? So people that they say they for really investigate and the issue, and the fact say the school gets document to the effect, and they not be aware of any court proceedings, don't make the whole thing don't become quite interesting. And even the Human Rights Commission self there is serious concern over the matter. Then lastly, Muhammad Kamerimba Mansare, when the flag bearer candidate for the Alliance Democratic Party, where in fact don't go through the nomination, the police then be arrest them on bench warrant in respect of a matter where it be get, and so they be keep her in detention or in custody. But then the matter don't come up in the court, they don't adjourn them to this week. So let's see how things they go. That must last up your force.
All right, thank you very much, Theo, for that, rigorous,
Indeed.
Anyway, tidbits. But what me just want to point out quickly, the issue of Aisha Johansson and Chris Kama. If anti-corruption investigate somebody, I believe say that person they for step aside. Why is an investigator? So it's so strange that we understand say still they represent the organization we then they investigate. So I don't know how if a different way they for do that. So I think anti-corruption go for come out on that, make people understand, because you're not going to investigate somebody is still they in office. So we hope say then go look into that. Anyway, we they go straight away. Then we go talk to Asata Kamara Khan. I think say Asata they on standby for he talk to we and tell you exactly what's in the happen at that place there. So if you want to be part of the program, make sure say you send your text message to 0764740. Good morning, Asata.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, that's it. I don't say you give me a brief.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. As the general elections they draw near, now so different groups they mount for help the security apparatus for maintain peace during the pre and post elections for March 7, 2018. Now it make women's situation room don spread all over the 16 districts na salon with both women and youth wing coordinators for man and sensitize all manner of community groups na Gambia district on violence free and peace building. These women's situation room coordinators don dey move all over the town for talk to ministries, departments and agencies, police officers, Office of National Security, etc. on wetin women's situation room stand for with the logo, I quote, "The peace is in our hands." Inside one paramount chief meeting with the district officer in Gambia, the youth coordinator Kode Suma highlighted the mandate and wetin unique in the women's situation room. All paramount chiefs give meaningful contribution during the program. PC by Paramount Transwobo Angpak number 4 explain how women's situation room been work hard and put more progress for bring peace during the 2012 election as alone. The district officer Usman Samura give himself and in commitment and ready for work with the women's situation room in Gambia. Inside other development, the director of education Alimami Kamara called on all head teachers and primary teachers in a very progressive meeting na the community center na Yofende Street, where Almami been dey talk to OGI reporter. He give the purpose of the meeting for tell all head teachers say the NPSE examination and payment of teachers still not make it. He go on for one, the conduct of sport activities in schools wey involve the use of political colors make teachers they not allow that for affect people they learn book one na school. Even the mock exam wey for take place in March, still some teachers they not pay it. He call on head teachers for try hard make the deadline not fail them. The 4 radio stations na Gambia, Radio Katbami, Radio Maopenet, Radio Kaliza na Rukuper, headed by Radio Colenten, don't enough Kanga one for make political debate to members of parliamentary aspirants and chairpersons wey go be climax with football and dance. The purpose of the debate now for show them commitment in violence-free and peaceful election pre, during and post-election time. Where Radio Collector Station Manager for the Sulaiman Dumbuya be dey talk to OGI reporter, where same way so na the slash chairperson not say na the work of journalism in building peace in all spheres of life. Na it make it dey bring politicians together for know the plans and commitments for the March 7, 2018 general election. Coalition for Peace and Development, we call COPE Sierra Leone, finally don't launch their organization where they cater for ex-servicemen them, they preach peace and non-violence na the Gambia NA Court married. A multimedia wireless device set yesterday be donated by Ambassador Almani P. Koroma and wife Reverend Linda I. Koroma to the first girls secondary school in Gambia, will be very timely and well accepted by both teachers and pupils of the school. For OGI Federation Link, in an answer, IBS Command, Radio Collective, Gambia.
Thank you very much, Asata ABS Kamara Khan, Radio Colin 10, of course, Gambia. Now we'll go straight away, put Loco and talk to Abubakar Kanu. They're on standby. Abubakar Kanu, they're on standby for tell me exactly within the happen na put Loco districts. Alright, we still try to forget Abubakar. Yes, good morning, Abubakar.
Yeah, good morning, Dan. Good morning, listeners of Fedration Link.
Yeah, tell me what's happening over there.
Yes, Dan, for appeals, the people will be support Almami Santigi Kamara, popularly called Peter the Cat, but also Elias Bilgate. We now former aspirant for Constituency 069. You don't conduct a thank you tour. Ichagbiri Junction, Oluamafoki, Makama, Tikatopa, all inside Constituency 069. We get 28 sections and 6,000 population. We will address the people and the query. Mr. Santigi he say in a one among the popular candidates, we invite him to be the member of parliament for Constituency 069. We comprise 4 chiefdoms all inside Port Loko district. But due to dual citizenship, he say he not able for Hanover in passport when a British passport, but able for certain say he get dual citizenship na Britain. So therefore, he able for present Mr. Abu Karim Kamara, popularly called AKK, to the people them all over Constituency 069. When they talk, Mr. Kamara say, he say now one way we themselves as aspirants would have immensely for galvanized support of the People's Congress Party. He say, make him embrace Mr. Kamara when I AKK and see him to the council when I Bukero so that make the able win Constituency 069. Mr. Abu Karim Kamara thank Mr. Peter the Cat for second way he put her open and say he appreciates him as a brother and say also he say appreciate him as the all born inside Bafoki Chigom. He say through in proposed project where he don't propose, he say him whether award the Chibol, he get for 2 that system day. Well the program the climax with plenty contour display inside Milkwe, Makama, Chigom, all inside Port Loko district. Well, the Southern People's Party, SLPP, same way should be donating 2 motorbikes them to the PRO them inside Constituency 075. According to Mr. Ajik Mustafa Conte, we are the candidate for the Southern People's Party inside Port Loko City. He say he presents them there so that make the PRO and other supporters of the Southern People's Party for galvanized more support and say we should call on the people them Rufeye and say we should carry them we provide zinc, cement, generator and slow test them so that make them able to complete them up and community center. Mr. Ajik say if the people them Constituency 075 vote in, he say in a developmental oriented policy and say it empower youth, agriculture and improve the socio-economic livelihood of the people them. At this now one way the Southern People's Party don't can inside the Loko district. As the candidate for Loko City Council, Mr. Ibrahim Santigi Bangura Timusu don't go through the nomination. Well, in nomination be tapped as Mr. Bangura he be registered inside Port Loko City. As they don't transfer in registration like Berry Junction, Mr. Kamara say he say they come to the legacy way in predecessor when Councillor Chairman Ami Mumi Fofana the left and we don't get plenty expertise for run the council and embrace the people for the betterment of Port Loko district. As one among other people we dey aspire inside constituency 074. Now the People's Congress Party don award the symbol wey na Abu Matari. Abu Matari na a philanthropist wey don build 30 schools dem inside Lokomatama, Kafubulom, and Kase Chidom, all inside Port Loko district. As Honorable Sadi Baba Kamara, na the only survived Honorable Member of Parliament after we the People's Congress Party don award the symbol dem inside Port Loko district. Mr. Kamara say, he say it's very much important we the People's Congress Party award the symbol. He say the project we don't start to go for complete and quick one. As Mashimra should be celebrate then 30 year where the amalgamate Mashimra and Marapati Dog. The Parliament chief when PC Shimra Tunkla the fourth in the appreciate the people for a good celebration. As the newly promoted Superintendent of Police, Mr. Ahmed Kamo Kaba, he will celebrate in party for the holistic work we do for support the security apparatus in the Northwest region. Where they talk, he said in a good police and the police will be between the driver, the community, and the people them. As now, not we say the People's Congress Party na a stronghold of local district because plenty independent aspirants don't come out. Yesterday, Mr. Yunisa Kanu, popularly called TLO, they don't go do nomination in front of big allegation of the People's Congress Party supporters them where they be inside Port Loko yesterday for talk to the aspirants them will not happen forget the symbol. Mr. Selo say he votes popular and Semusu say independent will make a be member of parliament as now plenty people them don't be discouraged for take away the big allegation them inside Port Loko district, not they encourage the young one them under the All People's Congress Party. Reporting for OG and OGP for those things, we now back a report from Port Loko, Northwest region.
Thank you very much, Abubakar Kanu. Abubakar Kanu, the report from Port Loko district. Now we'll go Moyamba quickly and join Alpha Laduba, they on standby, and one for joining quickly for like give exactly what's in the app in Moyamba district. This is the Fedration Link. In case you just join we, you want to be part of the program, make sure say you send your text to 076470400 and you will be part of the program. Good morning, Alpha.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Federation Link.
Yeah, what's the app? Any developments at Moyamba district?
Yeah, Dan, Moyamba district, the Mr. Bachopi visit of Matthew Johnson got talk to the Staff Agriculture Moyamba district unit and talk to almost the farmers then and encourage them say may they continue for do what did they need for do say because the local farmers say the developing country the only thing to sustain any developed world in agriculture and he also farmers to hold their various farming sites then to make sure say they able to produce the necessary crops then the people that need in the community and they produce beyond the district level. He gives them 40 million as a encouragement for the government want for increase productivity in Sierra Leone, for me that if possible they will send product to other countries. Of course, as the political activities they unfold in Moyamba district, the running mate for Kanda Keller, they pay the visit in Moyamba, and in that visit they able to talk to the stakeholders and cross section of the membership. And it tells them say the only way out for Salon for now the NGC. And NGC according to them, they come for most of the change, everything that happened in this country. They blame the executive government that and the APC that they don't been in governance for years and everything that happened, they push all the blame to them. They say they come as a new party for change that perception for make sure say the people then get what they deserve. And also we get radio talk show, Radio Moscow, And the people that ask a question say, you know, be part of the SMC government, why, you know, they do some corrections for me. Say, you know, this will happen, and that will happen. You say, well, you say, you know, we get a chance to do that, and that you don't have the dreams that they join a new party. If you say, now is the time to able to change. For Federation Link, you know, Alpha Laluba reported from Mwamba.
Thank you very much, Alpha Laluba. Alpha Laluba, the report from Mwamba. I think so. We'll go Bond districts. We'll try to talk to Joseph Morrison Amara and make able to tell exactly what's happening at that axis, Bond district axis. Then we'll try to see how we will reach the other side, the country. But for now, they try to get Joseph Morrison, where they report for the Bond district, and we'll go forget more information as to what's happening right away now the Bond districts. Well, good morning, Joseph.
Yeah, good morning, Dan, and good morning, Fedration Link listeners.
Yeah, what's happening now that Bond axis there?
Yesterday, the Minister of Water Resources, Wena Momodu Maligi, even there na Bond District, to be specific, Matu, na the Bond District Council, we get meeting with stakeholders and journalists also in the part of the meeting. We say it bring a project where the title construction, then they construct 49 solar powered boreholes and 63 hand dog wells. We, as I say, this not today not the first time where this project don't begin to benefit the people in our Bond District. But it's in a continuation where they come for make sure say within the project call for they don't able to reach the beneficiaries. And he talk inside the meeting, tell people and say they get this funding from agency now the United Arab Emirates Red Crescent, where the project is for me to implement Sierra Water Company in Salwako under the supervision of the Minister of Water Resources. And tell people and say they get for construct about 49 solar powered boreholes and solar powered pump, where they get for construct and reinforce also concrete tank support. Also they make provision for install 10,000 liters Miller storage tank, and also they construct about 1 kilometer distribution network and the construction of 10 public stand posts for each borehole we get for in the community. And also they get for construct another 63 hand dog wells we fit with hand pumps. And it say this, according to say the water supply facilities, they need for me to construct inside 6 districts where it can get for tell the people in Abon say Tonkolili, Bont, Cambia, Karina, Kailaun, and Kono districts inside Sierra Leone. They say when they complete, they say they will also provide safe drinking water for about 110,600 people inside the above named districts. Then where they tell people that inside that particular meeting. And he said this go able for make a help for achieve a sustainable development goals and other agenda for prosperity where the government of Sierra Leone under the leadership of Dr. Anes Kuruma in leadership. And he said total construction cost in 2 million. This now the first time where to me as a reporter when I be there at that particular meeting, when a government will be accountable for making an account of the project fund where they don't receive. And he said they receive about 2,378,349 United States dollars, where the duration of the construction they expect for make it happen in 6 months time after when they will hand that over officially to the people in the community. And he said each of the installation of their tanks then or them boreholes they get for serve about 10 communities inside Bond District and the other parts of the country. And he say the people in the Bond District they need for me and give support to the APC and the All People's Congress and the ruling party. They say because the party way in the move towards development. And he say he not the only talk because in a son of the soil, in a year he born, like just about few kilometers off from Matujong, who side this young man, this minister born. And he say he know they come for begin life for people then. But as tangible evidences and get for day. Now I even make as yesterday, before ever the minister and the entourage and get for return back. The machine when the drilling machine already be done there now. Standby way it be done begin the already do operation. As even as I talk to you this morning, the machine they operate for make sure that the project don't able to be accomplished. And also in addition to that, Dan, Suleiman we been lost by 1 year, 9 months old. We inside this inside January we been lost, he been disappear. It was only day before yesterday the paramount chief John Honorable A.B. Shaib the third say police officers in the left Bo district, when at the regional headquarters, then come down the Mosunga village for come find out really about this boy in lost one. And after which the police officers, according to the paramount chief, they get for tell the people they say, if we not see that boy, they will come back, we really get for put you on that serious investigation. So by the time they reach my office, back after they left Mosunga, they called, they get for kind of the paramount chief in phone, we receive the call, and they tell us they don't see the bobo, and already they don't vandalize the bobo in president, and they put fire upon and they burn them. It remains they presently as they try to explain. And they go to the police and accuse the police within a Matu division. Say they're not they do their work because they're not they work in the interest of the people. Then therefore make sure they protect life and property. But since that bobo they lost, the amount of action where they take, that action not be able to be commensurable to the kind of way the incident they happen. But only police officer they left at the regional office and come and put pressure on the people, the community people, and they end up for serious bubble. So they therefore really recommend that the local unit commander, when chief superintendent of police, when Amadou Touré, and also ASP Landers, they don't recommend say they need immediate transfer out of this district. They say because as paramount chief, they're not able to work with the people, they're no longer because they know they work in the interest of the people. Even though the police may react a little bit and say, then they know say that they work in the interest of the people. So for Federation Link OGI OGP report, Joseph Morrison Amara, Matri John.
Thank you very much, Joseph, for that report there. Anyway, before we go to you, Mr. Jallo, we'll have a look quick because it's like say that area there, I don't know if they 8 months man or so, but Lago Kenema Arikam, Lago Kenema quickly, you know, because we're not able to understand that area, the people in the lost day past mark, they went and we see them now, they go down cut parts of their body. Lago Kenema quick and talk to Ahmed Kalon. Then from there now we go try for see how people in the treat Motaman, you know, we me believe say no say for B. Anyway, we'll try to forget Ahmed Kalon and then we go round up with that very quickly. Alright, we'll try for reach Ahmed Kalon, but for now we'll forget him. But then, okay, alright. Okay, alright, Mr. Jallo. This incident of cannibalism, especially in other Bond districts, it done so pass mark from last year. You know, we don't see people in the loss. I think say it's of concern.
Of course, now a very grave concern, and we do hope say as the Cedar police go step up as how they don't do so that sanity go prevail at a particular locality there. You see, because this thing don't become an issue now, you know.
Parts missing.
Yeah.
You know, yet you.
Yes, well, I just hope say the local authorities then and the police go able for handle the matter, because you know the picking the vulnerable, just like the one they talk so where they kill Nakono, that first one and this one, you know, it's a very serious matter. We don't know what in the essence of them killing the day, because if you go kill somebody, you pull body parts, which means you want to go into ritual into something ritual, and we want to know what are the benefits from that at the end of the day. So I think the government should not sit down.
Yeah. Mr. Jallo,
yeah.
Logo some text message.
Yeah.
Some text.
Okay, yeah. this one say Sierra Leoneans need to be critical and wise in the forthcoming elections. It is very ridiculous for someone to go and renounce his citizenship without another country, now only to come and rule Sierra Leone from political blango in Moyamba. This other person said this is very heart-rendering by destroying house of God and also learning institution. May God bless Mama Saloon, Sir SYK in Kwedu City. This other person said, please, Dan, appeal to political parties to maintain tolerance in their political activities. Okoto, Chicha, National Commercial Secondary School, Machboroka. Dan Moss, why is Aisha Johansson still holding office when she is under investigation? I hope this does not also apply to the DG of SLBC, who is also under investigation. This other person say WAEC are doing their work based on powers from above and in line with conetocracy, favoritism, monism in the educational sector, with the destitute inclined academic students are left out frustrated. Imam Sarul Francis at Lumley. This other person, I hereby call on all young people who registered got across the country to support and vote for Dr. Samura Kamara, the one SIM president in waiting under the ticket of the APC party Tulumbu, filed by Lamin Odati Kamara Fufu Wata Newton. Federation Link, I don't know where politicians want to take this country to. Look, this dual citizenship. When the politics has become tight, they started prosecuting themselves. These dual politicians should apologize to the citizens of this country for being dishonest to us. Otherwise, we won't vote for them. Daniel Kagbo, Bo City. So far, nah, then text message here. So, yeah, then they come like
Kumana.
Really.
Alright. No, they get some.
Why some people not get patient with the party way then deeper? Your time don't reach. Your time no reach it. And patient dog go eat fresh bones. Now Uncle Sankara one WhatsApp na Waterloo. The outcome of Waterloo killings are never revealed to us. Look at White Boy and many other killings from Concerned Texter. Trust me, Dan, na traditional na bond. Na tradition na bond. Dan, to alter the statement that cannibalism may be taken place in bond is ridiculous and insulting. So far, these are the messages. The suffering of the people in the country is too much. So I'm calling on all Sierra Leoneans to think and vote wisely, because the change of government during election lays on our hands from Timberland in Porty Junction. Yeah, Dan.
All right, thank you very much. I think we for try for round up now, Mr. Jallo. We'll start with you.
Okay, me go end up saying for read an excerpt of what President Nkrumah last said at the House of Parliament, where he talks. He said, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, while we were doing all this heavy lifting to bring change to our beloved country, others were either inattentive or too far away to see our vision of a better Sierra Leone. And now that our country has gained visibility and some respectability, they have arrived from their comfort zones with a false promise of change and a new direction. But in the final analysis, I trust in the wisdom of the people of this great nation to distinguish between the workers from the talkers. President Ernest Bai Koroma, 7 December 2017. That's the end of court.
So now hint the president's pool.
Oh well, this na wise saying from His Excellency President, of course. Yeah, no, it's not about a hint, but it's about
I think the wise words.
Wise words from His Excellency President for make the people of this country, decide.
Okay. A good leader and the pull lint.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I hope say the authorities that go look into the Sanusi Buski land issue na the Mechkem community, because this is a situation we are in a school building, not to makeshift structure, now concrete building. They're broken down, and school business that are very difficult. And the church, imagine a church of God. If you say you get 42 acres, what is wrong for that? Just let go the one for development's sake. So for that you broke the church, you broke the. I think a display of heartlessness where the authority system for look into, especially like I say, where the proprietor and the proprietors of the school, they get documents to the effect of say they list this particular land here from the government. And the issue of dual citizenship, we hope for say they go handle it well. I think to say we need clarification on them, because even the lawyers are divided on it. So lawyers, they say there is no problem, because as long as you not lose your Sierra Leonean citizenship, there's nothing wrong for you take up citizenship in another country. And people that they fail for look at the circumstances when make some of our brothers and sisters then take citizenship in other countries. Say for example, in London, this you have to be documented, and other way you go difficult for let you enjoy your freedom, let you enjoy certain rights them and all of that. So we will look at that also.
I think say the drafters of the constitution being them being so wise, let not just look say for now the 1991 constitution, they must have looked at some certain factors.
Where we ignore them all this while.
No, well, it's not about ignoring. It's not about ignoring.
No,
it's
they're
about
not ignoring.
All this while.
No.
All this while they ignore.
No.
Even the former head of parliament, Honorable Ibrahim Bundu, I don't take him, is a dual citizen.
No, well,
he not be supposed to be MP, for example. Even Dr. John Craig Smart, may so rest in peace, was a dual citizen, but he can't run for the presidency. And you get people that were
the thing as we try for say for now, we'll left unto the Supreme Court for do interpretation, because if legal battle still they on, then it's left with the Supreme Court. But one thing which I just want to say, the drafters of such a constitution, they were not stupid.
Well, maybe
they must have got some certain factors why that one come into being. That is one thing.
It's possible it was not well intentioned.
We all have different way how we interpret it. Okay. But let's leave it to the legal luminaries, for proper intervention.
Okay.
Indeed. Thank you very much. Well, Naso go put the cutting down. Those things. To sim.
No, I mean I want sim.
It's okay.
They say someone not get sim at all.
Anyway, that's so good.
But I want sim.
You know I sim. It's okay. Well, better if you want sim than you don't get to.
Yes.
But if I get the opportunity for me to sim, why not? I mean, there's nothing wrong about that.
No.
I mean, nothing absolutely.
As long as if the law say if you get to sim, you don't for participate person.
Yeah, but when the president where he go oversee, he go all the brothers and sisters. So they are on account for help for Bill Sierra Leone.
Of course,
but no permission for them. Yeah. And the CRC captured the matter, but it was rejected.
No.
Sometimes we have to sincerity of purpose very important.
Term not been there for look.
No. I think there's a problem with sincerity of purpose.
No, but say after the election, they will look the documents.
Sure.
Sincerity of purpose.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, so we go put the cutting down, and one for tell all we listeners them. We of course when I send a text message, we read some, we're not able to read all, but all the same, always OGI get a place to say you go for retrieve then text message and you will get access for read them. Thanks to Theophilus Bender and of course Mr. Jalof OGI, going general so with we, and one for tell all we listeners. Always I remember Aja Amatuka K, of course, the fervent listener of this program, they listen right now. Me technical man Suri Ibrahim Jah, and the announcer on duty now is to Bangura. So to go meet back in a Dan Mossi, wish you a pleasant Sunday. Bye bye.